Hey guys, okay, two more of the kinds of exercise we're going to highlight today. The first is balance or stability exercise. And these are going to be your yoga is great for that, Pilates is great for that, Tai Chi. And what the purpose for the balance or stability exercise is to make sure that we have a good strong core. Okay, so the core is the center of everything we do. If we don't have a strong core, really everything else is going to just be more difficult. So having a strong core, through doing the balance and stability exercises. I would also add planks in here. Push-ups is great for this. And so what they help to do, they help to improve our balance and coordination. They, with that strong core, it helps us to be more functional, just in daily life, just being able to do anything, hold our body up in a strong way, and then be able to do the things, our daily activities, with good posture, good form, and reduce the risk of injuries and falls. And it improves our posture, which can help to reduce back pain. And it increases our confidence and independence, allows us to be more independent, to do the hard things, and especially as we age, to be able to live on our own and be able to do things for ourselves more independently. These are kind of the functional fitness type things that we see. So we want to definitely incorporate some of those. There's a lot of things we can do with kettlebells that are great for functional fitness. And so it's not just limited to the Tai Chi, yoga, Pilates types things, but any kind of functional movements that we can do, even independent of a barbell, to help build the core in particular. So that's why I like to throw planks and push-ups into there as well. And that is a great partner to the flexibility exercise. There's a lot of kind of crossover there. The flexibility, so that's your stretching, yoga, and Pilates also are great in there. Dance-based exercises is great for that too. And the benefits there is you're going to increase your range of motion and flexibility, which, if you've ever, I'm sure you've experienced this, but also if you see other people, particularly in the elderly community, that have limited range of motion, they're not able to lift their arms over their head, or they're very hunched over in their posture. They're not able to bend over to tie their shoes. Okay, that flexibility really limits our quality of life. We want to be able to have full range motion of all of our joints, and it also, that flexibility and range of motion also reduces the risk of injury and straining our joints. Okay, if our knees, our ankles, our shoulders are flexible, we're less likely to injure them or strain them in the course of exercise or daily life. Obviously, our posture, again, is going to improve, and we're going to reduce back pain, reduce the risk of injury to our back. Our overall physical function is going to be improved, and it improves and gives us an increased sense of well-being and relaxation. Okay, yoga, if you've done yin yoga, it's definitely going to challenge that range of motion and flexibility, but also allows you to just kind of relax. And I love the flexibility exercises for that too. And so it actually will help to reduce your stress, and give you the tools to be able to just channel an inner sense of calm when you need it. So we want to incorporate those on a regular basis as well. We don't get as much of that relaxing type stuff in our CrossFit workouts. So that's something that we have to be a little bit more intentional with, incorporating on the weekends or in the evenings or something like that. Or after the CrossFit workout. So that's our balance or stability exercise, our functional fitness type things, and our flexibility exercise. And then some additional type tips. Obviously, we want to incorporate all four of these into our routine as much as possible to achieve overall fitness and well-being, just to maximize that in our lives. We want to do 150 minutes of moderate to high intensity aerobic exercise. Okay, aerobic means it uses oxygen, so that's your cardio stuff. And then your strength training or your anaerobic, which doesn't use oxygen, but it definitely incorporates the muscles. We want to do that at least 2 times a week. And then we want to incorporate that balance and flexibility exercises regularly, as really as often as possible into our routine as well. And then really importantly, make sure you're listening to your body and rest when needed. Like I said earlier in the week, we want to have at least one, we want to have a full rest day once a week, and then some lower intensity active recovery, another 1 to 2 times a week. We don't want doing too much too frequently is going to also put us at risk for injuries and as well as burnout. So we want to, moderation is good. We like moderation, and more is not always better. So keep that in mind. Give yourself permission to take a low intensity day when you're feeling it, when your sleep isn't quite there, when your nutrition isn't quite there. You've got a lot going on in your life, even just mentally, emotionally. Give yourself permission to dial that back as you need. It's just a season. You'll be back at it before you know. But it's I think too frequently we think if we're not able to just go all in all the time, that there's something wrong with us, and we're just not built to do that. So keep that in mind as you're planning your training week. I really highly recommend sitting down at the beginning of the week. You can go into SugarWOD and see the WODs that are coming up. Make a plan, and then be flexible. Maybe Thursday you were planning to have a really good day, but Wednesday you didn't sleep well. You got a late night or whatever, and be like, okay, today's not the day, and give yourself permission to call an audible. So there's our 4 types of exercise and some tips on how to incorporate them intelligently into your weekly routine.